Hi, welcome to this quick start tutorial about Thrinno's Marketplace. At this marketplace, you can mainly find two different features. First feature is quick feedback on both price and printability, feasibility of your application, your model. Secondly, you will also find the appropriate print bureau on this marketplace in terms of confidentiality, the print size, materials, and so on. So therefore, click on Marketplace. You can then make your own account by clicking sign up, filling the fields, and then activate the account by sending an email. Then when you've got your account details, you can submit, and in that moment you can see all the filters and the service bureaus where you can choose from. But first of all, we're gonna go to the first feature, and that is feedback on both design and printability of the model. A tutorial will help you the first time, but in this case I will skip the tutorial and show it to you directly. In this case we use Bunny Hollow to show what are the features are of this software platform. First click calculate, and then the properties are being calculated. It only takes a few seconds for this model. For the larger models it can take up to a few minutes, but it shouldn't never take longer than 3 or 4 minutes. So first thing that you get from feedback is this price range. It's just to manage the expectations. It's a quite broad range. The reason for that is that the design, the print bureau will give you feedback on this model. Sometimes this feedback can lead to a cheaper model because of lower volume, for instance. But on the other hand, it can also lead to a more expensive model when, for instance, lots of post-processing is needed to have a very smooth surface, for instance. So just to manage the expectations, this price is not binding, and it's just an idea of the order of magnitude to expect. Next to the pricing, we also have got printability feedback. For instance, we've got enclosed powder here, which shows in this case that the model is hollow, and this should be avoided for the properties, the strength properties of the print. Next to the enclosed powder, we've got the support volume. This is an estimation of how much volume that will be needed. As rule of thumb, you can say that every triangle that is below 45 degrees will need support structures. In reality, it's more complex, but if you use this rule of thumb, you can already get quite far. This is the amount of support structures that are not possible to remove afterwards. In this case, it's a trivial case because it's a hollow model, but this algorithm also works, for instance, for tubes where some support is needed, but where it's not possible to remove it afterwards, and this can cause severe problems. Next to it, we've got the support surface. So all these surfaces will need support, and when a surface needs support, it also requires post-processing, which you want to avoid clearly. This is a thermal stress algorithm. Mainly it says it's bad to have lots of volume at one spot, so always try to have quite thin structures. This is more adapted for 3D printing. Also, complexity is free, please use it, and then you can skip some volume. In this, last but not least, is the thin wall algorithm. It checks for structures that are too thin. In this case, there are no problems with the model, but for lots of models, it will give you very useful feedback. So when you've finished the feedback, you've got an idea about the printability and about the price, then you can find the appropriate service bureau by using these filters. We've got filters like the NDA policy you want to work with, the material you need, the price quality trade-off from low-end to high-end, type of the industry, language you want to be served, and the quotation lead time and the print lead time. So when you've used these filters, you can find the corresponding best service bureaus. Also nice to know is that they are on a map, so you can find a spot which is close to you. This will be very handy if you want to have physical meetings. And then when you when you've chosen the service bureau, you can click it. You can go to the website, for instance, by clicking the website, have more information about the company, and you can send in the quotation in our software. Just go to the RFQ creation page, and then you can choose, for instance, I want to work with Thrinno's central NDA, or I want to upload my own NDA. Then click this button and you can upload your own NDA to work with. The service bureau will only see your model when he agrees with the NDA. Only after that step, it will be possible to view the model. Also click here to enter some additional remarks, and then finally you can say, okay, send this RFQ to the print bureau that you chose. So this is it. Thanks for watching and good luck with your 3D printing projects.